Best Michael Jackson song, what would it be? All right, so let's attempt to do the impossible. Favorite Michael Jackson songs. I know it's like all over the place, right? Kind of taking a little exploration here to just name some of the amazing Michael Jackson videos and songs that kind of resonate and, you know, definitely have that legacy where we could still love Michael Jackson music here to this day. So this is definitely a varied topic because, again, where do you go directionally? But I did put some thoughts out there in terms of what I thought were some of the best Michael Jackson songs. You, of course, could weigh in the comments with what you think is a great song and album or music video or whatever the contribution is to the art that was Michael Jackson. So let's take a look at that and kind of define what made Michael Jackson so amazing in terms of his best songs. All right, so another random observation. What's up? Listen, so I was in a conversation the other day. I was actually on a road trip with a friend and we're driving. And when you're driving, there's a lot of talking, but also some music kind of coming up sporadically. And I don't know why the conversation of best Michael Jackson song, what would it be? And it's like from that, it's just such a hard thing because, you know, that was a very long body of work, you know, to choose from. So it's kind of like just a moment right now. I was like, let's do a random observation where we ask which is the ultimate Michael Jackson song. Rock With You Always sounds really, 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 really wonderful. And surprisingly, I actually really like The Way You Make Me Feel. The Way You Make Me Feel, I don't know if it's because the music video is very like silly in a bit, in a way. But I would almost go ahead and put The Way You Make Me Feel over something like Bad. Like Bad was interesting in a way that it just became such a phenomenon of the time. Didn't Weird Al Yankovic have a remake version of Bad by the way of the word fat? It was such a moment, and the music video was really cool, and they were in the subway, and it was just a cool time, you know, early MTV era. You know, now you can see any music video you want to see at any time, but like at that time, MTV was so different. And to see music videos was like a new big, you know, lots of attention going towards that. And so they made them really fun, and Bad was really big. Thriller, of course, you cannot ever knock it, not for the sonic sound of it per se. It's a decent song, but it's that music video and all that was put into it. And, you know, looking at it now, it probably doesn't seem as monumental, but at the time, the money that went into being able to make something like that and to execute it so well. And to this day, you see Thriller flash mobs, you know, where people are always dancing to that choreography. So both the choreography, the cinematic appeal for Thriller really was pretty strong. Which other Michael Jackson songs do you really find as your favorites? Okay, so I'm going to defer to the phone real quick, and I'm going to see what is listed as some of his big songs. Rock With You, we talked about. Beat It, of course. Great. I don't know that, like, going back to listen to Beat It, like, it even sounds as great as it did back then. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. This coming right fresh from the 70s into 80s feeling, and you could sense it when you listen to it to this day. It's wonderful in that way. You've got The Girl Is Mine is a wonderful song. PYT, Pretty Young Thing. That right there definitely has to be in like the top 5. We're not doing a list today, but that has to go be in the top 5. Oh, and Wanna Be Starting Something. That's fun because, yeah, you want to be starting something? I do love that song. Human Nature was so warm. I really loved the smoothness that was Human Nature. Now, a song that was more of a speaking to issues, They Don't Care About Us. That was something that did get a lot of attention specifically at that time. And one that was more of a healing song, I think, is Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror still sounds really wonderful to this day and is a way to kind of really look at yourself or, you know, kind of dial down the judgment even of others. So Man in the Mirror, to this day, you turn that on and you definitely love the song. Now, when I think of the song Jam, again, taking you back to music video era in its infancy, now, again, Getting Anything You Want is just like that. at the time with Jam, a song that you don't really always think about with Michael Jackson, but to have Michael Jackson at the top of his game and Michael Jordan as a basketball player at the top of his game coming together for one music video. Now that was a big deal. I, of course, going way back, ABC, 1, 2, 3, that's an iconic song, yes indeed. And the ultimate ending of like a wedding or just any moment really is Never Can Say Goodbye. That's always a really, really big song also. I don't think there's many weddings that I've went to that doesn't have that song being played at some point. Now, of course, I like Rock With You, I mentioned, but also Rock My World. Rock My World was really fun. Rock My World kind of kept his career reinvention and to a much longer, like, wow, like Michael's just always gonna bring it, for the duration of his life. And without any question, if you ask me, because I love Janet Jackson.
The collaboration with Michael and Janet in 1995 Scream was not only a success sonically, but the video, all its amazingness, was said to be priced at over $5 million. So, what other MJ songs or videos would you consider as your favorite? Hit the comments and let us know.
Hey, Ronnie Jr.